Hello, good morning. I hope everyone had a beautiful long weekend. So, I had a really interesting thought today. My husband and I were doing our workout, and I was super tired. Like, it was a long weekend, and we had a football tournament all weekend. And I didn't get to play, unfortunately, because they didn't have a women's division, but I was still, up early at the field all day, put your energy into it. I was just tired and doing the workout, so I didn't have like my full energy. And we're doing this segment right now. I'm really lucky. My husband always puts together our workouts because he used to be a personal trainer. And I'm super lucky. But we're doing this segment right now, which is a minute per exercise. You have to do your thing, and there's no rest. Like if it takes you the full minute to do your exercise, and you're moving right on to the next one. But if you get your exercise done, then you have a bit of a rest before your next one, and then you do four exercises, four times, a minute per, and it's just this very quick. So it's an endurance based thing, right? Like your heart's just pumping. And today, and just being so tired today, I was like, oh my God, okay, like I just want to rest. In my mind, I was like, I need to rest. And then I also had this thought of, I have no one like pushing me. Like there's no one here to tell me I can't rest. Like, except for me. I held myself accountable. And I'm not saying that we need to push ourselves when we really need rest. But also I think we sometimes are a little bit complacent. Like we use things as an excuse. And it becomes built up in our minds. We form a habitual way of speaking, not only to ourselves, but to other people, and how we relate who we are and our maladies or whatever it is. Like, how many times have you been like, I know I have in the past been like, oh, I can't do that, but my hip, or oh, but this old injury, or oh, but this, oh, but that. We've done that a lot, or I've done that a lot in my life in the past. Oh, but it's like we have an excuse, but it's really a part of it is our nervous system, right? Because our brains are kind of wired to keep us safe. And in that, I mean that it's our nervous system's response to do that, like keep our brain safe, keep it familiar, all of those things. And that's why this morning I had this very fascinating moment of, but I hold myself accountable to this. I hold myself accountable to these minutes. I can do it. In my brain, I'm like, I can effing do it. I had to throw in you just got to push yourself a little bit. But I was like, I can do this. Like, I was a bucket of sweat afterwards, panting. I laid down on the floor, but I did it. I held myself to those minute intervals. I am very fortunate. My husband and I do work out together, and we're both just like, okay, we got this. But had I been alone, I can do that as well. I know I can. I've done it in the past. I know that I can tell myself, I can do this. I have a very distinct memory of a time when I was getting over a really radical fear of flying. It was my year of no fear. After my ex and I had split, before I met Nathaniel, and I was farming at the time, and I was going to fly. I was going to get on a plane and go to Calgary to see my family. And I hadn't flown in a really long time. It was a very big anxiety fear. My last flight attempt, I had a very intense panic attack, ended up having to cancel the whole trip, and I hadn't flown since. It caused me like really detrimental anxiety. All day I remember standing on the farm, and if a plane would go by, or not standing, I was working, and when a plane would go by, in my head I would be like, I am strong, I am strong, I am strong. All day. I don't think I thought another thing that day. Anytime, I am strong. I was telling myself, because before, the sound of a plane going by, I would feel it up here. I was like, oh my God. That's how visceral it was for me. I was terrified of flying, even though I used to previously love it. Anyways, that's a whole other story. But I told myself every single day, or every felt like every other minute that day, I am strong. Then I got to the airport. Whole time I had my music going. I am strong, I am strong, I am strong. And I gotta tell you, I was flying, and I got on the plane listening to music, and halfway through the flight, and it was one of those like planes with the two seats on either side, little prop planes, it was kind of bouncy. halfway through the flight, I started to laugh. And people thought I was nuts. It's because I was in a state of elation. Even now, I'm covered in goosebumps because I had no fear. None. Nothing. Nada. I was beyond. It's, oh my God. When I got off that plane, that is a feeling that I will never forget. And I am eternally grateful for it. I called my friend Kaylee at the time, and I just, it was unreal. But it's because I told myself over and over and over again, and I believed it. And then with that workout this morning, I was like, I was exhausted. But I was like, I'm going to hold myself accountable to this, and I'm going to believe that I can do it. And I did it. And I pushed through it, and I didn't do less of each exercise. I pulled through every one of them. And I feel better because of it. Not only because of the workout, which of course is always good for you to move your body in any way, whether it's in the gym, walking, hiking, dancing. Moving your body is super important. I love working out and hiking and dancing, but it's just bring yourself to that place where you hold yourself there. You hold yourself to what standard you want for your life, because that's what we have, right? I've said this I don't know how many times now, but it's a reinforcement, and that is another thing. That's a habit we need to reinforce, and reinforcement means to do it over and over and over again. Even if it's something little, to build that new habit, it is about consistency. And that's why I'm repeating this. We are with ourselves 100% of the time. So who do you want to spend time with? And build that person. Build who you want to be. I'm building who I want to be. And it just sounds so preachy, and I'm sorry, that is not my intention. I'm feeling passionate about it today because we have so much opportunity for this. And life throws us some harsh curveballs, absolutely. But there's a lot of opportunity for joy. And that was just my little piece today. Thank you so much for listening. And if you find these helpful, please like or subscribe to the channel. It just it helps us grow and get more people involved, so that just more people being helped, more people maybe hearing something that inspires them for the day. And if you'd like to chat, we'd love to chat. You can reach us at lifepurposefully.ca, 30-minute free discovery session. I'd love to hear if there's any way that I can help serve what you might need in your life. And we are on week 2 of our 8-week meditation workshop. So go to lifepurposefully.ca. You can still sign up. I can send you a recap of day 1. And that's it for today. That's just a little piece of them. And I hope you have a great one. Bye.